ये तुम्हारा नहीं है?
Moving है देखा?
Oh, अच्छा, oh God.
Since you're here na, 90% cameras on you.
But some people suddenly recognize like Malishka. But I learned the bullet only. वैसे भी सोचो कितना मतलब किसी लड़के का इंतजार करना कि वो बाइक पे बिठाए. But it's 10 o'clock and you don't go bang. And it's super exciting बजाते रहो and all of that. कहाँ है अगला इंटरव्यू? Hello? Hi, is anyone here? Guys? No? मेरी आंखों से मेरे ख्वाब न छीनिए जहां बना मैं मर जाऊंगी वेट इट्स शहजादे मेरी आंखों से मेरे ख्वाब न छीनिए शहजादे मैं मर जाऊंगी or not it's me hi I'm the problem it's me at tea time everybody agrees Gee, wah, wah, lulu.
Hello, Malishka.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, hi. How are you?
That's right.
Hi.
Were you just talking to yourself?
No, it was just stream of consciousness. I just
Achha,
upload when I see a camera.
How nice.
Welcome to Creative Talkative with Ketki Tewary.
Yeah, we're creative and talkative. There's no stopping this. There's no topping this. Time to explain what's in our veins, what's in our minds. Take a peek into these lives. Yeah, we're creative and talkative. There's no stopping this. There's no topping this.
Witness an outstanding conversation, laughter, and non-stop banter with the country's leading radio host, the multidimensional and hugely popular Malishka.
You can't leave me alone in a room with cameras and mics and lights.
I understand.
You can't leave me with people in it also. There'll always be some kind of performance. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
We've been radio buddies at some point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the same
so
time.
a lot of gossip about radio today. And
You want to do it on camera?
good fun, huh? Okay. First, I want to begin with congratulating you for Parde Mein
Tell
Rehne
me.
Do.
Okay, huh.
Huh? The short film is mind blowing. I
Thank
watched it. I thought it was very cute. It was very sweet. You've donned so many hats. Okay.
I'm
right
acting
from-
well, I see.
Yeah, because radio and then, live events, of course, which is a part of that. And then you've been a part of so many shows, television shows. And now you're into acting. So many hats. Okay.
I love hearing this because then I realize, oh yeah, I do quite a bit.
You've broken that mold in a great way. Yeah. So going back to Parde Mein Rehne Do. So what I loved is that not only is it a sweet film, but it also somewhere, puts that onus on people. The pressure that we put on women to look a certain way
Yeah.
and body shaming and all
Yeah.
that, it's bringing those issues out so well. It's making people reflect. Okay. So you chose this role because it kind of resonated with you. How did you internalize Kuhu?
I would love to say I chose the role, but it's not like so many come your way because, like we said, there is boxing. And so I think in 2015, I even started telling people, oh, hey, I actually am an actor. I want to act. Because people don't see you in that role. You're mostly, either talking to or roasting filmy people and stuff like that. So that's a box you're put into. But I always said, I'm going to do this. I have been Kuhu. I think she resides in all of us. Because body shaming, color shaming, hair shaming, name a kind of shaming, it has all been done. And when I realized that it's in a script, I said, this means like all of us have been through some version of this.
Yeah.
And so I had to just access that girl.
Because you've internalized the character so well.
I've taken blood out of my palms while you're complimenting like this. I'm like, yes, may every casting director and director in the world hear Ketki, please hear Ketki. Like I was auditioning for something else more recently and the director wants someone who speaks a different language. I said, कितना टाइम है तुम्हारे पास? 1 महीना है, मैं 1 महीने में सीखूं। 7 दिन है, मैं 7 दिन। 3 दिन है, मैं 3 दिन में सीखूंगी। But
ऐसे तो नहीं बोला ना 70 मिनट है
मैं तो
तुम्हारे
वो भी like 70 मिनट है, मैं 70 मिनट में सीखूंगी। But I am that person. Like when I'm passionate about something, I'll go after it, and that's how even radio has been for me.
Now we are in the age of the influencers, okay, and everyone is like trying to show that I'm a beauty influencer, and I'm
They've got their niches damn well, huh?
I appreciate all that. But, I was in radio at that point, and I know you were also there, where there was this shift happening, okay? And I think you kind of embraced that and said that, okay, let me not use this medium just to giggle or to, just give information about the music, but to influence people. I think, you brought so many social issues.
Yeah.
You used your voice so brilliantly, and that's the reason I think everyone. And what was amazing about your show, even when I was in radio, I would tell people I listen to Malishka because you're talking to the whole city, but people feel like, अरे ये तो मेरे से बात कर रही है, मेरे सामने बैठ के बात कर रही है. You had that connect with everyone. And whether it was a 10-year-old boy or a 65-year-old woman, everyone felt like Malishka is talking to me while you were talking to everyone.
So first of all, Ketki, thank you for your wonderful and bountiful compliments. It's always wonderful to hear that your work has impacted people because all our lives we've grown up believing work is worship. And it is the truth to a large part. And if that work actually does something in the universe, I don't think there's greater joy. And like you said, they think I'm talking to them. They behave with me also the same way. I meet them in the streets. मतलब मैं चल नहीं सकती. It's not like, oh, hey, I need bodyguards. That's never the scene. But I can't step out a single day on the streets without somebody jumping at me. It's not regular, oh, hey. Some people are just like, oh, hey, Malishka. But some people suddenly recognize, like, Malishka! And they'll actually hold me. So I'm like constantly towering, men and women constantly meeting me and telling me how much they love the show. They may not be able to remember specific things, but like the other day somebody came and said, you saved me from dying. There's somebody who said I was going through a divorce, and these are the tougher things. But people just generally, that your show did this. And I think that is something I've always wanted eventually to do for my show. Like through my shows, every single day, I think, among other things, is कि इस शहर में थोड़ा सा लोगों का consideration level बढ़े. It's a very fast city. We're known for the spirit of Mumbai, and some of it is just, it sounds good. But some of it is real. And how do we make that better? So for me, if somebody does not honk, say, outside a housing society, it doesn't have to be a hospital or a school, but you are getting late to go home, but it's 10 o'clock and you don't go, it happens. That is a win for me. And that is your contribution to the world. Yeah. What more do you want? Plus, you get to look glamorous. You get to talk to Ketki.
Another one of my favorite is the one you did for the meow drugs.
The meow meow.
Correct.
That was one of my favorites as well. Yeah.
And I thought that was beautiful. Of course, also nowadays there are enough and more trolls. So I saw one of the shows the other day when, there was this guy who was trolling you and really bothering you. And,
yeah, imagine.
So there are enough and more of these people.
We were faceless people and now they're trolling us. I love it. Go for it.
So I remember the time, for me it was just that, okay, now you're not going to only hear the people on radio, but we are also going to show you first on the website and then you're going to be on the hoarding. And suddenly it was like such a big pressure, na? How did you just transition smoothly into it? Because till then it was like, okay, my voice is being heard and I can sound nice and sexy and all that. And then, suddenly when there is this pressure that people are also going to see me, okay, how did you take that?
No, but Ketki, this is what I'm telling you. I am all about the change and I don't see it as markers. In retrospect, I will, oh, हाँ, तब आया था influencer का ज़माना. अच्छा, तब रेडियो पे Instagram आया था. मैं तो बचपन से, मतलब जब से रेडियो शुरू किया, I used to, the amount of fun I have in my studio with the people. I used to always say कि रेडियो का एक TV arm होना चाहिए. मतलब you all should just be able to watch us do this thing because it's high pressure.
Yes.
I mean, you've been there, so you know how it's like. So suddenly we're in the middle of things and we've switched off the mic and it's like, super, it's like, बजाते रहो and all of that. कहाँ है अगला इंटरव्यू? शाहरुख खान का बाइक चलाओ अभी. वो BMC का ऑफिसर कहाँ है? अच्छा, पुलिस वाले से बात करनी. अरे ट्रैफिक. And suddenly 3 seconds and you have to go on and you're screaming at someone and there are kids running around like trying to get you your bite. This was always the case. They were not allowed to yawn in my studio. Like the kids will still tell you, if you yawn in my studio, you don't belong here. It means that you're not on
up
it
and
enough.
about. Yeah, correct.
You can't yawn on a morning show, na? Like a night show, no? If you yawn in school, you have to go home. But on a morning show, like, so there's just be constant scurry of my things going in and out. And then suddenly I'm like, super hits. Nice people, Malishka. It's fabulous. Like we've learned to live like that. Yeah. To go up on air every single day. Yeah, we are the original content creators. Correct. To talk for 4 and 5 hours every day is not a joke. It's not a joke. So you've got to figure out how can you make it as amazing as possible for the people who are listening, but also it resonate with you deeply so that you're not faking it, because you can't. You cannot fake it. Even my voice. I don't think I have a radio voice that is separate from my voice. It's almost the same. I've gone on air and hiccuped. and then made the audience part of it. अब मेरे को हिचकी आ रही, मैं क्या करूँ? You know, you're part of my life. Bear with it.
You were born and brought up in Bombay, just like
Totally,
me,
yeah.
है ना? Mumbai की मुलगी. So you were born and brought up in?
I was born and brought up in Mumbai, in Santa Cruz East, in this place called Vakola, and we used to have a row houses. So there were 3 row houses back to back, and it was surrounded by a garden, and then there was more grass, and then there were, you know, my bio on Insta still says tree climber. Because I climb trees, even today I climb trees. If I see a tree and I can climb it, I will climb it. And I think that has a lot to do with whoever I am today as well. Which is basically you can be every level of oh hey class, foo foo shoo shoo. But जो एक ज़मीन से जुड़ानेस होता है ना, that you can always access.
You knew you wanted to perform since a very young age.
Yeah, performance I knew. मतलब I knew either I was going like be a singer. I have been a singer. I used to be in a band before I joined radio. By the way, so I used to sing by night and come in the morning and do my show. And that time radio में छुट्टी नाम की चीज नहीं, अब तो अलग है. So I lost my train of thought. What?
No, so I said you always wanted to be a performer.
Yes,
Right?
always wanted to be a performer. So whatever version that was, and I told you when I was a child, skits, dancing, school, LQ, whatever came my way, I loved the world of performance.
So when you started in radio, do you remember your first link?
I remember my first link at Red FM, if that's what you're asking me, kind of, because yeah, at Red FM I do remember because like I keep saying, I am born of the monsoons. I'm that person. Because I got on air on the 1st of August 2005.
Okay.
When the crazy rains were happening, you remember?
Yeah.
The 26th was the crazy rain time.
Yeah.
They didn't let me go home. So the day I was supposed to do my first show, we stayed at the Ambassador Hotel in town because the radio station was in Churchgate at that point. So they didn't let me go home because they said, God knows if you'll come back. It was true. It was raining cats and dogs. So, sorry, bring me back.
Yeah.
I remember that link because I came in and these people had forgotten that I have been off the air for about a year-ish. Nobody has given me any like cut, but like, you know our console, it looks like a rocket.
Yeah.
And I'm like, suddenly I get there and I'm like, oh shucks.
क्या दबाना है, क्या?
But it came back to me so natural. It was like cut. And then I think I must have written down. I remember there was something written down, but I was more focusing on whether my voice is right for the morning, and you know it's raining, and to how to handle that, and you're new in the system and you still don't know. But it was quite lovely and high energy and talking about the rains and what we're going to do about it and ta-ra-ta-ta-ta. Those days we used to write our links. Now it was very tough for me to. I wrote beautifully, but I realize now that I'm spontaneous. The script and all is a little.
Correct.
But so I used to carry around a book, and then one day my friends took it and threw it because I was in so much in awe. Like, hi, Dadar market में गेंदा फूल. I used to write it down. Hi, कौवा बैठा है उसके बाजू में कबूतर. I used to write it down. They're like, are you nuts?
Sure, we all have bad days. You know, there are days when you wake up and you're just feeling like shit, right? So, how is it that you put yourself in that, like, you know, how do you tune yourself, if I may be so corny, you know, before you start? Like, you know, if you're having a bad day,
How
and like, I
corny?
just don't want to do this. How do you get yourself to say, okay, fine, you know, good morning, Mumbai? How? There are days when you just want to say, Mumbai, get lost. I'm going to go back to sleep.
I think it's the same way. Forgive what I'm about to say, but the same way that you may be upset. And bezar, but you will still go to the loo now. As in, wait, let me say this better. If you look at it as something that can alleviate whatever your pain is for a while. Because I think that is what discipline is at the end of the day. If everything merges, then how will you live in? Like in the beginning, I used to hate the words bubbly.
Yeah.
Bubbly is the worst word ever.
Yeah.
Who invented it? I'm not bubbly.
And that disgusting chocolate also is called bubbly.
Dude,
have you
it's
seen it?
disgusting,
It's
is it?
very. Have you seen it?
It's got
it
bubbles.
looks like it's got bubbles. It looks like
It looks like
someone.
podas, na?
Haan,
Like, why
it
would
looks
you
like
eat
podas.
this?
Even I don't
What
understand.
the hell is wrong? Yeah,
The
मला
first time I
पोळे नको
saw the
खायला.
ad, I was like, "Hey, काय घाणेरडं कोण टाकलं तोंडात?" I was so
And
disgusted.
तू तर advertising ची जी पण, you
Yeah,
would have told
and
me.
then to make it worse, they even break it and show you the
bubbles.
inside.
It was so cute. So coming back to bubbly,
Yeah.
the thing is, it's an energy. I am not angry or tevar wala or upset or all those things. It's an energy, like, or it's not like I'm happy all the time. I have broken down into tears after talking on the radio, literally, like, and I remember this was my first radio station. I flopped into a beanbag and I'm like, for whatever it was at that point. You can also look at this as an excuse for you to pick yourself up and get out of it, right?
Correct.
Because there is a purpose higher than your tears at this point. So of course, you have to come back and tend to it. But this at this point, that traffic jam because of that Gokhale road, तेरा 1000 लोक अटकले, तुझे tears 2 मिनिटासाठी ठेवून घे आणि त्यांना बोलून दे की भाई, don't go from there, you will mess up my city so much that in the evening when I'm going, I'll get stuck because of the jam you created in the morning and I'll climb on.
Have you ever faced a situation where you had to give some bad news on radio?
Of course.
Yeah.
I feel like so often there are so many people who keep telling me that we only listen to your show, we don't watch the news. Or I'm like, see, you don't watch the news, they bara kela. Because like, let's face it.
Yeah.
That you have done some sainthood-giri for yourself.
Correct.
Not watching the news and me are two separate issues, right? Know, like, I don't watch the news. I cannot. After a point, I was like, you can't.
Yeah.
And so then they get a lot of news through me.
Yeah.
Which could be a lot of like passing away of famous people. Like, for example, Lata Didi, when she passed away.
Yeah.
A lot of people said they heard it through me. Then the way you have to say it.
Yeah.
Or for example, the bomb blast that happened, or the terrorist attack that happened. A lot of people wake up to and that's the first thing they switch on and they heard something.
So the prep for television is very different from radio, obviously. Or you still maintain the same thing that that spontaneity and everything is.
See, the kind of stuff I've done on TV are two kinds. One is I've done reality shows like, say, Jhalak Dikhla Ja, Khatron Ke Khiladi. What else have we done? What else have we done, Sheetal? I said, na, Jhalak Dikhla Ja, Khatron Ke Khiladi. I don't want to talk about it at all. What if people go and Google it? Oh yeah, okay. They choose you for the essence of you, right? Whatever they believe that this person brings spark, brings energy, brings creativity, will rhyme on the spot, will do stuff. Or will speak in a Marathi that is a little different. It's Mumbai, whatever that is.
Correct.
And the other kind of thing that I've done is like, say, an interview-based show, because I did this thing called Entertainment Ki Raat, where I did interviews of film stars and in a fun setting. So of course prep is different, because television at the end of the day is where people are seeing you. Like right now, if we were having this conversation on radio, I'd be tying my shoelaces and scratching my hair, oiling my. Sometimes I've even diffused my hair while I'm at the radio. So like I'm doing like super science, I'm diffusing my hair. Then I go back on radio and say, the sound that you hear, I'm diffusing my hair because there's a shoot for whatever is happening. So that prep is different. I think the only prep you really have to do is here, mentally.
So any dream talk show that you ever wish, apart from, of course, Creative Talkative, that you want to be a part of?
So when I was a kid, I was very, I think I still am very influenced by Oprah Winfrey. I always wanted to be her. And people would tell me, oh, you can be a very easily because of your curly. I'm like, bhai, subject sun, matter sun, main bol bhi sakti hu. Then Ellen, and I wanted to be on her show the most of all. Like Ellen, if she hadn't banded it, that was the show I wanted to be on. But then we're starting with you, na?
हाँ, वही तो मैंने बोला. So you're on the other side, always asking questions. So ऐसा कोई question है that you've always wanted to ask celebrities, but you can't?
It's very rare that I can't, because I actually believe in that if there is something that is of value and that I'm feeling at this point and that will help my audience and also this person loosen up, I ask it in one way or the other. What I want to know is what is current. So if it's current and if someone's saying something, I'll give you that opportunity to, of course, please say something so that it clarifies it. There's, no, but generally, some people I want to ask, इतना खड़ूस क्यों है? या फिर जब आप यहाँ पर तैयार होके आते हैं तो आपके पास बड़े सारे स्टाइलिस्ट हैं, इतना मतलब आपका जिप यहाँ से लेकर वहाँ तक, जब आप घर पे जाती तो आपका जिप कौन खोलता है? Like, I want to ask celebrities questions that I get stuck with. So very often I'm at home and I'm thinking, इस सवाल का कितना मजेदार जवाब होता है? And then I, like that.
Yeah.
Like who opens your zip when you go
Yeah,
home? You're
correct.
Because the stylist is not there anymore. Then you have to do this yourself. Sometimes my listeners ask them for me.
Which was my next question. That any weird requests from listeners?
Ari, of course, they think I can do anything. It is the craziest. Like sometimes I open Twitter and they'll say something like, this road has not been done, or this person has not got justice, or whatever in the world is happening. They will tag the Prime Minister, the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, and they will tag me. I'm like, yeah, the PM could get this done, the CM could, and I could get this done. So it's just, I feel like they're just like, let's put the fear of God in whoever we're tagging. Malishka ko bhi tag kar do, ho jayega kaam.
So let me now take this opportunity. I've been wanting to ask you, what is this?
What is this?
Yeah.
See, at least I didn't put my name. It's not that much. It's my brand. It's Mumbai Rani. That will soon be a brand for sure around you. But this dress was gifted to me by this lovely woman called Mansi Dhanak. And she had a brand called Voxy, and they used to make such beautiful stuff. Like one of the most beautiful designers I've met with. So around my birthday, they were planning on something, and so they made this dress. I should show you the back of it.
Yes.
It's like a picture.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
And it's the lovely color and the print, and I have a sari like this also.
Achha.
So she's made me a sari with the whole palla that says Mumbai Ki Rani and the sleeves that say Mumbai Ki Rani.
You know what? Since anyways you're Mumbai Ki Rani, okay, we're not going to let you go so easy. So let me see how much of Mumbai you really know.
Listen.
Yeah.
हलवाई अपने खुद की बनाई मिठाई नहीं खाता.
ठीक है, छोटे मोटे questions. What does that mean? Okay, so let's go with your favorite 3 spots for street food in Mumbai.
Okay, that's easy. Muhammad Ali Road, because I also take my listeners there almost every year. Around Eid. I take them and we eat at those various places. I love that street food. There's Halim somewhere, and there's that jalebi that's made out of gulab jamun ka atta or whatever. And just lovely street food around that place. Plus you can, and I went in a burkha once because trust me behan, log mujhe when they दबोचो me, they catch me and it will be like
और वो भी हक से
तू तो हाँ हक से पकड़ते हैं मुझे, मतलब मैं क्या करूँ, मतलब I'm like नहीं कर. But so that's one. There is this lovely, but this is for really late night after you come back from a late night party. वो मटुंगा माहिम के बीच में एक स्ट्रेच है जहाँ पर मस्त करके चाइनीज मिलता है रात को. Chinese मिलता है, मस्त है वो. So if you manage to like, but then get ready for the next day, you are like a blue run,
Correct.
But it's amazing. And the third one that I would go to at any given point in the day or night would be that Amar Juice Center in जुहू के आसपास. हाँ, वहाँ पे तो मतलब सारी बड़ी गाड़ियाँ लगी रहती है और हम जो ठूसते मतलब everyone's like everyone's eating ऐसे कहते पाव भाजी and that masala pav and the idlis. Oh.
So let's get into some geographical questions.
OMG.
So do you travel by train or have you traveled?
Do not. My beginnings were train only, but aspirationally Amla grew na. But in the night, like when I was
But the
bacha,
stations are still remain there only.
So they will.
Achha, so now tell me, before Meera Road, which station?
तुला येतं का?
हो येतं.
दहीसर.
अरे.
करेक्ट ना. त्याच्या आधी बोरिवली, त्याच्या आधी कांदिवली, त्याच्या आधी मालाड, त्याच्या आधी गोरेगाव. Oh, I know this. त्याच्या आधी जोगेश्वरी, त्याच्या आधी अंधेरी, विलेपार्ले, Santa Cruz, Khar, Bandra, Mahim, Matunga. I can go on. And I stay at Bandra and I come to work to Lower Parel. Why won't I know? My life has been the train. I have spoken so much about the train. It's amazing.
So on days when you get a chance to slow down, on your off days when you're at home chilling, 2 things. One, what do you love to do? And what is the kind of music you love to listen to?
On days that I slow down, I have this lovely balcony where people come and sit and we chill and all of that. So that balcony space is mine. I sit down there. I try to read. I have so many books and people keep sending me books because I actually am a reader. I'm just not managing to read. That's the thing. I listen to music. I will...
What music?
Now that varies. It's a very mood dependent thing, any given point. But I'm an original and deep lover of, I will listen to jazz any given day and old songs, old rock, old Hindi songs, any given day.
No, I'm not becoming. I would love to have you here. You are the one who told me you have a deadline, you have somewhere to be. Hello. You're comfortable, but you're very I can't listen.
I
what
can
you're
run a
doing in
marathon.
heels now. I can't imagine doing that. Huh? Yeah, careful.
I call myself a mountain goat anyway.
But I never climbed trees in my bachpan.
Why didn't you climb trees?
There were no trees in Badala. Actually, no, that's not.
Climb trees, play with dogs.
No, I've done a whole lot of that. मुझे मस्ती खूब के लिए.
But climbing trees is the thing, and you know.
I have cut up a dress and called all my building friends and danced to Lela Mein Lela and collected like 2 bucks.
Glad I used to do exactly this. I told you I used to put people in. I used to get balloons, put them up on trees, and get the younger kids to carry me up and break it and say Govinda. That's what I'm saying. It's very important to be juda hua with the mitti. It makes you do things that you wouldn't imagine.
Yes.
But I think, like you said, our conversation will never get over, and I'm sure you have other things to do.
Unfortunately.
So I'm gonna take off on my Mumbai Rani broomstick. I have a broomstick. I fly off.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ketki. Have a good one. All the best. Hi guys, what's up? Sorry, I did this by mistake. I'm so sorry. Just forgive me. 93.5 Red FM bajate raho. No, I'm kidding.
Hope you had as much fun listening as we did talking. Do subscribe for updates on our upcoming episode out every Friday. Like, share and follow us on YouTube, Facebook and Instagram as well as creativetalkative.com. That's creative with a K.